Don't have any time for any smarmy, catchy intro. Welcome to Wrestling with Egos, and it is a very special night tonight. It's your boy Patrick, along with Isaac. Brian's out of town. RJ couldn't be with us tonight either. He hopes to join us next week. He's got a little bit of a mini break from school, so maybe we'll see him. We have 1 minute until the start of the very first AEW Rampage, and that's what we're doing tonight. Isaac and I both have it queued up on our TVs. Literally, we are watching the credits roll on Creed 2, and we've got Rampage live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Quick note: one of my very good friends, Chris Lemke of Audibly Offensive Radio fame, is sitting front row tonight, and he's told us, "Hey, anything cool happens tonight, I'm gonna shoot you a text." Which is kind of funny because I record on my phone, so I'll see it right there when it happens. And our main event tonight, it's Red Velvet. We got Red Velvet and Britt Baker in the main event. We've got Christian Cage and Kenny Omega for the Impact Championship. It's going to be an interesting night as the show starts, and we've got the
Pyro going.
Say what?
Pyro's going. Here we go.
Oh, okay. So you're a little bit ahead of me.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hey,
no spoilers.
I stream it on Switch. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I stream it on Hulu. So I mean, it is what it is. So whatever. So Isaac, as things happen, I'll just react behind you and we'll go off. Link, you just told me it's Omega and Cage to start. So
I'm excited for this. This is very exciting.
Oh, Mark Henry with a little grain to go teeth. Good luck.
Yeah, Mark's looking good.
So I know you're a Cleveland guy, but that promo that Britt cut on Wednesday night on Dynamite, was that just not straight gangster or what?
Okay, yes. I will say the truth. I'm kind of rooting for Britt because she's at home. It's Britt. It's not Pittsburgh. It's Britsburg. Here we go.
I just got a message from RJ. He's trying to sign on right now. So we may be getting an RJ Eisenman sighting very soon.
We want an RJ sighting. That's what we want. Here we go. Christian Cage coming out. I'm a couple seconds ahead, but you know what? It is what it is. We're gonna get to it. I'm excited for this.
I am too. I am very much looking forward to it. I think it's going to be real. With everything that AEW has going on right now, the fact that they are debuting their second show, their SmackDown, if you will, with everything going on in AEW right now, this is almost like a prime moment to do this new show. And they're starting with a world championship match. We're starting and we're ending the night with a world champion with what could be a main event. So that's pretty freaking awesome. So
do you expect any surprises? Anyone coming out?
I expect something. It's the first show. There's got to be something, but I don't know what it is. I don't think it's going to be monumental. I don't think it's because I think they're saving that for next week. I think they're saving that for the first dance in Chicago, CM Punk. But
did you say something? I can hear you.
Maybe
you have something in your throat, possibly.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
I'm sorry. I'm hearing things. Go ahead,
dude. You know what? I both have a lot of respect, and I feel a little sorry for Kenny Omega right now because. Okay, so he's defending, and I'm not just saying this. I'm talking about in terms of his workload. The dude is defending the Impact Championship right now. At All Out, he's defending the AEW World Championship. And Triple Mania is coming up really soon, and he's defending the AAA Mega Championship against Andrade. So, I mean, this is a dude who's like, he's got 3 huge matches, one right after another. I mean, that's pretty damn impressive. That's a hell of a cachet to be able to go, yeah, I've got this. So pretty cool. I gotta be honest. I think one thing that it would surprise me, but not surprise me at the same time, is if Christian wins this.
Just the fact, we can go back in time and look at Ric Flair when he held the NWA title and all the places he went in a month's time to defend it, being all over the place and everywhere else. And you sit there and you get tired listening to the cities he went to. And you look at Kenny Omega and you're like, Jesus Christ, his schedule's got to be all over the place.
Oh yeah, it very much is. But the point I was going to make, it wouldn't surprise me to see Christian win this, because he was one of the first big gets for TNA way back in the day. I mean, remember, he is a former NWA world champion when the NWA championship was the premier title for, at that point, NWA TNA, when it was still run by Jerry and Jeff Jarrett.
Right.
This is literally, guys, and this is going to be uncharted waters for us. This is literally the first time that, and I'm gonna be fetching RJ here in a second. This is literally the first time that we have live reacted to something. Everything else we've done has been a watch along, so this is gonna be pretty dope. So, guys, I'm gonna go grab RJ. Hang tight.
Let's go do this. Go get him. If anything goes down, I'll let you guys know.
Well, I'm calling him right now. So let's bring the main in. Jericho. Earl Hebner was a pain in my ass the entire time I was in WWE.
I don't have my volume up as much, so you'll have to bear with me.
Yeah, you can probably turn it up a little bit, unless your TV is like right up on top of
It isn't.
All right. Yeah, you can get away with some audio. You can get away with some audio. I mean, I've got it on loud enough to where I can hear it. But I seriously, if anything, I seriously doubt it's going to come over on the call. All right, so we got oh my gosh, here we go. Drum roll, please.
Here. Oh my God. What is going on?
I hear audio. Is it? All right, now RJ is behind me. Okay, I can hear the audio. At some point, we're going to see RJ, and it's going to be pretty dope.
I can see him, but he's fidgeting with his computer right now.
Okay, I can't see him, so
I can see him.
All right,
I see both of you.
You're frozen though right now.
This is hella weird. All right, you know what? We're just gonna roll with it. RJ, if you need to pop in and out, just see if we can get your connection a little bit more stable, or whatever. But yeah, we're live, pal.
We are totally live.
There's my dude. What's up, homeboy?
What's up? What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, the AEW elitist has rejoined us.
I'm wearing it a week early.
Hey, you know what?
And we're happy to see him.
Yes, we are damn happy to see him, bro. It's been a hot minute. It is wonderful to see that gorgeous face of yours.
Thank you, sir. Likewise.
So, for those of RJ, you mind if we give our viewers who have been wondering where the hell you've been, mind if we give them a few deets as to what's been going on?
Not at all.
RJ is studying to be a paralegal. As we also know, RJ is the dealer, one of his many nicknames on this show. So when he's not working, when he's not dealing them cards, he's got his nose jammed in a book. Did I also mention that he's a father of 4? So
I don't know how you're standing up right now. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. So I mean, So he's got we had a nice long heart to heart discussion over the week, and we came to realize we got some details ironed out, and it's awesome. And he was like, I got a break from school this week and next week. I'm gonna try to jump on. Please do. So all I know is when we're done with this, RJ, I have something I need to say to you, and it's gonna be fun.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
Isaac is going to know what I mean by this, and because honestly, RJ, I don't know if you've been watching a lot of the shows lately, but it's not going to be me that has anything to say to you. It's going to be a guy that shows up on our show every once in a while named Teetum, who might want to have a word with you. Are you familiar with Teetum?
I don't think so.
Okay. You're going to meet Teetum later tonight. Foreshadowing alert, boys and girls. All right, so we're going to our first commercial break, and we're going picture in picture. I love the fact that AEW does this, and they straight up go for it. Except that one Jericho and Gage match with Domino's commercial, that was funny.
That was kind of messed up. We are really.
So
let's get a pizza cutter and then show a pizza.
Also, by the way, this is also the very first encounter on Wrestling with Egos with RJ and Isaac.
It is.
You guys met in face to face before?
We were on the WrestleMania chat together.
That's right.
But that was so there were so many of us, and it was so chaotic at times that I didn't really get to meet either one of the two guys I didn't really know.
Oh yeah, Frank. Yeah, our other buddy Frank.
It was just in passing. Just in passing.
Cool. Cool deal. So all right. So we're in our first commercial break. I gotta be honest. I was kind of hoping the pacing of this match would have started off a little quicker.
Yeah.
Maybe just me. So RJ, before you jumped on, Isaac and I were talking about, so, and you being the guy who on our team that really gets deep into the minutia of AEW, yes or no, would it shock you to see Christian win this?
No, I don't think he's going to, but it definitely wouldn't shock me.
No, let me ask you a question. Would it not shock you there's one of two reasons behind it. Number one, he's OG Impact.
Right.
Or number two, break up the monotony because Hangman's going to be gone for a little bit.
Right. Him being a former NWA/TNA world champion is the reason it wouldn't shock me. I could absolutely see them putting the Impact World title on him for sure.
Yeah, and that's what I mentioned to Isaac earlier. Christian almost scores the victory with the
most devastating move in sports entertainment.
The people's all on the game.
No, the surprise roll up. It's a What Culture reference. RJ, you had an interesting tweet earlier today. You mentioned it in our group chat. By the way, for those of you that didn't see the lower thirds in our socials, here they come right now. So, RJ, talk to me about that, because you have such a wonderful perspective, and I had a great laugh at it.
Well, I was on my breaks at work, and then after work, I was watching some old What Culture videos on YouTube, and they had a video from February of 2018 where they ranked all the past and present, quote unquote, Bullet Club members. Now, they mentioned that they weren't going to rank people that were one-offs or swerves. Like Frankie Kazarian is a former member of the Bullet Club, but it only lasted for a week because it was a swerve. He joined to try to get the Ring of Honor title onto Christopher Daniels. He was never actually in Bullet Club. It was a swerve. Jeff Jarrett was in for a cup of coffee. None of those guys count, but like actual Bullet Club members.
Right.
And ranked third from the bottom was Hangman Adam Page. And I put in my tweet that Andy H. Murray of What Culture Wrestling.
And the H this time, Andy, stands for what the hell?
Absolutely it does. He, in reference to Hangman Adam Page, he said, Hangman is young, but shows little upside. And then he proceeded to describe Hangman Adam Page's character work as unbuttered toast washed down with warm tap water.
Wow.
And like I said on my tweet, I talk about things that didn't age well. Like, my God.
Really? Yeah, and as our group chat continued, I think it's safe to say that Hangman Adam Page is one of the two most compelling television characters in wrestling today, the other one being Roman Reigns.
Oh my God. Did you watch SmackDown?
I have not, but I saw the I did see that segment.
I didn't see the segment. I only saw one quote on Twitter, and it was the really hilarious one.
Which one? Was it the one?
When he said, I'm going to win the title, jump the barricade, and I might even blow you a kiss.
Yes.
There are some more.
There's a lot more.
I
might have to watch it. My DVR, like my YouTube TV, automatically records it because I do it. I just never took it off.
You are going to want to watch that because there were some bombs thrown. I mean, Jesus.
There was some stuff that was said referring to exes.
Oh my!
You'll watch it. You'll see it. You'll know what I'm talking about.
And not just ex relationships, ex partners.
Check that out.
And in ring and in reality.
Oh yeah, they pulled no punches on this. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Christian might be one of the most low-key, underrated wrestlers.
Oh, there's no doubt. Of all time.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's nothing that Christian does exceedingly well. But there's nothing that Christian does that's even remotely crap.
100% I agree.
He's good. He's real good.
I mean, Christian's one of those guys. Everything he does is really good. He doesn't have any weaknesses, but he doesn't have that one thing that stands out. You can look at so many other wrestlers in the world, let's be honest, including Kenny Omega, and there is a weakness somewhere. You have to, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that Kenny's biggest weakness is Mike, because he's still, let's be honest, he's still learning how to do this in front of an American audience.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he hit that buckle hard.
I'm ahead of you guys, so I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
And won't.
Okay. So Isaac is ahead of us, boys and girls. So if you see any facial reactions, know that it's
Look, everyone knows my face gives it away. I am not the face that gives you nothing. So if you see it, sorry, that's all I'm saying.
Hey, go ahead and tie it into RJ's job. Isaac does not have a poker face.
Yeah, my poker face is I don't know.
If RJ were to deal Isaac pocket aces, Isaac is smiling from ear to ear, and all of a sudden RJ's camera flipped.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now.
Your camera's whatever you're using is haunted, man.
Yeah, my tablet's crap sometimes.
It happens.
Give me a bang, give me a bang.
All right, so I asked Isaac because much like you, RJ, Isaac is a Cleveland Browns fan.
Less than 24 hours.
Let's get it.
Wait, 1, 2, nice. Very, to quote Joey Styles, 2 and 19/20. 2 and 35/36. Anyway, so you're a Cleveland guy through and through, but you have to admit the promo that Britt Baker cut on Wednesday night. Pittsburgh, I give you hope, dude. That was angst.
Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
So we were a little bit behind on Wednesday because we started late because people's work schedules and stuff.
Right.
As soon as she came out and I saw her ring gear, I skipped the whole segment.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
Her promo was sick.
Look, I'm going to sit here.
Sick.
I'm going to sit here and tell you right now that.
Get chairs involved.
No!
Kill switch on the chair. Oh, crap. Oh, my God.
Son of a bitch!
Well, there's the big thing that happened.
Did I spoil it, boys and girls?
I don't know.
No, I didn't.
I wasn't watching. I wasn't watching you. I was watching TV. Your winner and new Impact World.
Wait. You said it wrong. The winner and new.
I wasn't going to do that because RJ is a massive Omega fan, and I wasn't going to try and. I mean,
that's an understatement,
dude. Art,
which belts did he win?
Impact.
And
TNA. The ones that won in the title match. I hate that TNA belt. It means nothing.
No, it's stupid.
Well, we all know it's dumb as hell.
Like resurrecting the hardcore title.
And tuning into the 24th championship.
Yeah, which is equal.
Dumb as hell.
But yeah, I mean, this is. I'm surprised, but at the same time, as we discussed earlier, wasn't going to be completely and utterly shocked at this because of Christian's ties to Impact, TNA, whatever you want to call it. Here's my thing. I hate the fact that the only dues that Christian has ever gotten have been in Impact.
Yeah.
Because he won the World Heavyweight Championship in WWE. But one, he won it because his best friend's career came to a very quick and abrupt end. Right. And two, it was railroaded by Randy Orton about a week later.
you sit there and, but you could say the same thing for Rey Mysterio in a way because he got that world title because Eddie Guerrero passed away.
But Ray did more with it. I
agree. But someone's going to use the same comparison. You see what I'm saying?
No, but the comparison that I'm trying to make, Isaac, is that Christian got the title, and just as quickly as he got the title,
he dropped it. Right.
Whereas Ray had it for a minute.
Right.
And for the record, guys, we and RJ, I don't know if I mentioned this or not. My buddy Chris Lemke lives in Pittsburgh. He is ringside.
Oh, that's cool.
He just sent me pictures. The corner that Christian was in when he was standing holding the belt. Yeah, Chris is right there. Just sent me pictures.
Nice. So, very nice.
I'm sharing them with you guys right now. as you guys see, obviously, I'm going to add this in post, but as you guys can see over my face, that's the pictures that Chris sent me, and anything else he sends me, unless it's not appropriate, which with Chris Linke, you never
know.
RJ's never met him. Isaac has.
That's all I'll say about that. We'll let that be.
He is not a bad dude in any way, shape, or form. He's one of the best dudes I know. But the man can take inappropriate to a whole new comedic level.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. We will leave it at that.
Yeah, we will leave it at that. All right, so we've talked wrestling. We've talked wrestling. We've been very analytical about this, and we've been very impartial. RJ, I need to talk to the Omega fan. How you feeling?
I'm not super happy. I mean, when you're a belt collector, you're not supposed to lose them.
Right.
True.
See, I feel I think it's a path to him holding none, which is what I don't like. That's what makes me the most upset about it. It's the beginning of the road to Christian beats him for the Impact Championship, and then Andrade beats him for the AAA Championship, and then down the road, Hangman beats him for the AEW Championship, and he's left a broken shell of who he was.
No, see, I see it differently. What I see is I see part of what you said coming to fruition. Obviously, Christian as the new Impact champion right now. Andrade maybe, beating him for the AAA championship. But Kenny getting all of that back and maybe even something else going into, say, Double or Nothing. And so Kenny is now even more powerful than he's ever been. And then you bring in Hangman. I honestly think that when Omega and Hangman finally touch, Omega is going to be a lot closer to Thanos than anything else. So I think RJ might have frozen.
He's frozen.
All right, well, we'll get him back here in a minute.
That's okay. We are happy to see him. He'll be back momentarily. Christian is doing his acceptance speech. Love that Orange Cassidy's in the back. Chilling.
Yeah.
I said I was going to take Kenny's titles and I was going to start with the Impact Championship. But guess what? Look at it. It's as advertised. He is one of the toughest guys I've ever been in that ring with. He's so talented. So if I thought beating him for this Impact Championship was going to be hard,
So
it's going to be nearly impossible. You win that AEW World Heavyweight Championship. But I'm living in your head right now, aren't I, Kenny? You know what can be done.
So he's cutting the promo saying that, alluding to the fact that they're going to face each other in a couple of weeks for the AEW Championship at All Out, which I absolutely hate this because now that he's won the Impact Championship, he's not going to lose the AEW Championship. So I'm not.
You're not thrilled?
I like the idea of Christian winning this, but I hate the idea of them circling it back, running it back here in a couple weeks for a different championship. It doesn't really. It's never made a whole lot of sense to me, to be completely honest. We're doing the promo. We're doing a build up to Fuego del Sol from Mobile, Alabama, by the way. And Miro, if Fuego wins, he gets a contract. He's not going to win. He's going to get the mother of all ass kickings.
We all know what's going to happen. I think the kid has 1-39 is his AEW record. Dude.
Did you say one? I was messaging RJ. I was messaging RJ to see if he was going to be able to get back on. Did you say his? Yep, there is his record. 1-39.
39.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's Glass Joe. He's Gabby J. I don't mean Anna J. I mean Gabby J. If you guys have played some older games, then you know. First off, Miro's theme, Miro's entrance music is just freaking
Bomb.
It is nasty.
He looks good.
Oh yeah. I see. Here's my thing. You know, kind of future booking things. When Hangman beats Kenny for the title, and I'm looking at my computer to wait for a response from RJ.
Here we go.
And he's trying to re-enter. When Hangman beats Kenny, who's going to be the heel that takes the title from Hangman? Would it be Kenny again? Would it be MJF, who they're clearly trying to build as like the great heel of AEW? Or is it this guy?
Miro's still going to be on fire by that time.
Miro is going to be on fire simply because, yes, the whole idea of him being the Redeemer and this, this gimmick, this angle that he's rolling with, very cool, awesome. But what's more important is what Miro does in the ring. And Miro in the ring is one of the best on the absolute planet. We're having a re-entry from major. And Fuego get a contract? God, I hope not. That'd be so.
139, dude. You're Iron Mike Sharp. No.
You're hearing the audio from. So Fuego del Sol and 3 tornado DDTs. Miro won't stay down. He's going up top. And you know what they say, boys and girls? 4th time usually means you're gonna die. And yep.
Gentlemen, I'm ahead of everybody, but I'm not giving away anything. So.
Well, that's why I'm adding a little bit of commentary because I know you've already seen it, and RJ seem to be pretty in depth. Oh,
wow.
Miro.
Ooh.
Hey, you see us at all? Because I can't see you at all, Bubba.
No, I don't see anything.
I'm not gonna give anything away, but
match is over.
Oh yeah, we know.
I mean, really, while we're doing a lot of live reacting to this, which really the important thing is we're kind of we're just looking to see what big thing is going to happen. Yeah, we had something happen at the very beginning. We're probably more than likely we're going to have something happen at the end too. There's RJ. Hey, buddy.
Hey, something's happened with mine. I'm back on. So
yeah, all good, man. All good. So while you were out, I asked Isaac this question. So future booking, like we do on Wrestling with Egos, Hangman beats title. Who's going to be the heel that takes it off of Hangman? Would it be Kenny in a return? Would it be MJF, who they're building toward, or would it be Miro?
MJF.
To me, that would be the most likely thing. But, dude, Miro, ever since he won the TNT Championship, especially once he's become the Redeemer, good sweet Lord. Another picture from Lemke coming in. Miro is holding Fuego up right now so people can take pictures. He's kind of holding them up and they're posing together. Fuego's unconscious. That's
wrong on every level.
That I think makes Miro just awesome. I love this. I love what they're doing with him, and this is something that I wish they would have done in WWE. But of course they're not because they don't have vision. So anyway, moving right along. You know, and you know what we're not going to do tonight, since we haven't really had an opportunity to catch up a lot with RJ and talk to him about things that are going on in that other promotion that he doesn't really watch, but there's been a lot of releases. We're not going to talk about those releases because we've only got about 20 minutes left in this show. And let's be honest, boys and girls, RJ would probably fill it up with one massive rant mode on.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. A little bit. Yeah.
So, you know, we might save that for next week, maybe. But at the same time, we might be live reacting to Rampage again because it's the one in Chicago.
Yeah.
And
we all know what we want to see come Chicago.
It's not even we all know what we want to see. It's we all know what we expect to see.
Yeah,
as Tony Khan said.
Say what?
As Tony Khan said in that interview that he said, I think everybody knows what to expect from the Rampage show in Chicago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw that.
So they are low key spoiling.
And then Punk's trying to make it seem like he has other plans because he said that he's doing that show Heels, and they're doing a movie theater viewing of like the third episode, and he said that next Friday was one of the dates that was considered for that. He stopped short of saying that was the date they're doing it. He never said he had other plans, but he said, I might have other plans.
Right. Yeah, but I got to be honest, even if he were to flat out lie and say, nope, I'm going to be in LA, guess what? I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you.
Right. And then he's got the gall to, in that same interview,
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Darby Allin cuts a promo talking about best in the world, and CM Punk's like, oh, he must have been talking about Bryan Danielson. Get out of here.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, they're going to give Fuego a contract anyway. They're still a contract. That's dope. Sammy Guevara coming out, unless Sammy's turning heel.
No way. He'd have to leave the.
Not yet.
I think Sammy. I'm sorry. I don't think you turned Sammy heel. He's too damn good.
Not right now. Now we're building an MJF.
He's 1-40.
This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Sammy Guevara in the ring with a contract that was handed to him by Tony Khan.
You know what? A lot of guys back there love you too. Officially, Del Sol is all elite.
Now, nice. Allowing Sammy Guevara, who is Fuego del Sol's best friend, to come out and tell him, by the way, you still got a contract. That's awesome. So let me ask you a question, RJ, because obviously we are not going to have you, at least don't expect to, for anything beyond next week. I'm thinking we might have you for next week, and then we'll see you whenever.
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah.
And you know what? That's cool. That is totally cool. Handle business, and once you're done, like I said in the group chat, your seat at the table is still there.
I appreciate it.
No, that's all.
There.
Here's my question. What do you think they're doing with Jericho and MJF? What's the end game here?
I think that this match on Wednesday is it. I really do. I feel like it's building to this no Judas match. I think Jericho loses with a lot. MJF will have a lot of help.
Do you think this is like the end for Jericho?
With MJF.
Okay, so let me ask this. If this is just the end of their program and MJF's going to move on to bigger and better things, why all this damn build-up? I mean, to me, and here's my thing, and this is what I thought was happening when we were in our second labor, when we were leading up to the fight with Nick Gage. I honestly thought that Labor 5 was going to be MJF and Jericho, and if Jericho loses, he has to retire.
Oh, that would have been cool.
And then that would have been it. But so here, this is what I find funny as we're watching a split screen promo between Britt and Red Velvet with Mark Henry mediating. So Britt is clearly still a heel. She cheats, but she's getting the biggest, one of the biggest pops of the night.
I have 3 girls under the ages of 8 that sit on my couch every Wednesday and go DMD.
Yeah, and
he's a bad guy.
Yeah. But here's my thing. At some point, don't you think you'd have to flat out turn a woman face? Or do you make her almost like a Steve Austin kind of anti-hero?
I'm going to answer that.
What say you, Isaac?
I say that you're going to have to turn her like an Austin, where everything she does turns to gold, because there are too many people who are just too red hot, and she's white hot right now. No one can touch her, and like we've talked about in the past, the only person that will be able to touch her, but they'll be down the road, will be Thunder Rosa.
Right. Real quick, Lemke just messaged me. They ran a in-arena promo for Rampage next week. Massive, thunderous arena shattering CM Punk chants. So, here's my thing on Britt, face or heel. While she's still getting cheered because she's damn good at what she's doing and everything that she's doing is working, you brought up hashtag friend of show Thunder Rosa, who is getting as huge, if not huger, or God, that's terrible grammar, bigger pops than her. So if you keep her heel, it inevitably leads to Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker for the title. Shut up and take my money. Yep. I personally think I hope that's the end game. Much like I hope somebody that may or may not paint half of his face is in the ring next week cutting a promo on Friday night, and then all of a sudden a certain guitar riff by an all-black hard rock group plays.
Who could that be?
So let me guys, I need some help. Look in my eyes. What do you see? Yeah, went there. A song so badass, the band went in the studio and re-recorded it when they licensed it out for Guitar Hero 3, just so Vernon Reid could make the guitar solo harder for the game. I'm like, that's
awesome.
That's gangster to be able to go, no. Yeah, it's cool as it is, but I'm gonna make it harder now just for you guys. And by the way, that was the version that Punk used in WWE.
Yeah, if they can get the rights to it.
They've literally got. First off, they've gotten the rights to songs already that are totally work for those wrestlers entrances. And as soon as the rumors started, even before I was buying it, when RJ was the one in our group chat going, yeah, guys, this is going to happen. And I'm on vacation arguing, saying, no, call me when something legit is happening because there's just way too much smoke and not enough fire for me. When all of that started, Living Color's Twitter account started following AEW.
Yep.
And when that happened and Darby cut that promo, that's when I went, nope.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Right now, I'm ahead of you guys. Red Velvet's coming to the ring. She looks, oh, my God, she looked good.
Red Velvet is getting booed. The only way she'd be getting booed more is if she came out, sorry, RJ, wearing orange and brown.
Well, if she can't wear orange and brown because she's not going to win in Pittsburgh. Oh!
Nice. That's a pop.
That's a hometown pop.
That's a major hometown pop.
Love the fact that they changed the
jacket.
Yeah, no, they changed the graphics because they always had kind of the blood running down, but they turned it gold tonight, which that's pretty cool. Gotta be honest, I like the white and gold jacket better than the black and gold one from Wednesday. The white and gold.
Wednesday it was actually piss yellow, which is a Steelers color, and today it's gold, which is not.
He's right.
By the way, guys, as passionate of a AEW fan as RJ is, he's also very much a equally as passionate a fan of the Cleveland Browns. So
I have a Cleveland Browns helmet tattooed on my back for anybody that doesn't know.
Yes. And and a tattoo of Roy Orbison on his ass. Name the movie.
Oh my God. Waterboy.
Very good. So unless something crazy is going to happen at the end of this show, we're going to get roughly about 10 minutes out of this.
Yeah.
Because it is 10:48 right now. So dope. Here's my thing though. And I understand going with Red Velvet in this spot tonight because you can't. There's really no. AEW does not have the depth on their women's roster that other promotions do, and
right.
They're really, really thin on the face side of things in the women's division. It's it's Thunder Rosa and it's Red Velvet.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
I use this phrase a lot, boys and girls, but the chasm between 1 and 2 is enormous.
Yeah, I was just talking to Wifey about the I think it was yesterday or the day before about the AEW women's division and how it's really now that it's less so now that they signed Thunder Rosa, but for a long time, and I'm including Hikaru Shida and Riho and everybody in this. It's
Right.
Britt Baker and then a group of everybody else. Like she's head and shoulders the torchbearer of this division, and there's nobody close.
No.
Now there is. Now that Thunder Rosa signed, there's somebody closer. But
yes. Yeah, Britt has an equal. She has a positive to her negative, a Neo to her Agent Smith.
I like it.
Great movie, by the way. Don't forget, boys and girls, coming up at the end of our show, a heart-to-heart conversation between RJ and my friend and yours, Tatum. Stay tuned. So, Isaac, since you're here and you know what's about to go down, I'm going to ask you next week to prepare for it, okay?
Gotcha.
All right. So we'll get there because I got to be honest. Just talking with Tatum as Britt and almost forgot her name for a second. Red Velvet Crisscross. One thing I got to say about Red Velvet, she is agile as a son of a gun.
Sure.
Yes.
She is very agile. I mean, she's not very polished in the ring, but in terms of like her quickness, dang. This has been in talking with my friend Tatum, this has been a conversation he's been looking forward to having with RJ. So it's gonna be fun. So we go. So I'm glad that we've gone from instead of picture-in-picture commercials and the first one being a restaurant, something inappropriate like a pizza cutter and Domino's, to Arby's, which is just offensive to your gut. Don't get me wrong, delightful to your taste buds, offensive to the rest of your body. My taste buds still thank me though. Although they're mozzarella sticks, primo.
Yeah.
Did we lock up RJ again? We locked up RJ again.
One more time.
So anyway, so we're picture in picture. We've got the obligatory rest hold. Rebel and her crutch swinging the terrible towel, getting the rest of the Pittsburgh faithful, including Chris Lemke, doing that stupid thing. I gotta be honest, and this is from a guy on the outside looking in. I cheer for a different college team than anybody else on this show. The terrible towel and the OHIO chant, both pretty dumb. I said it.
Obviously, he's been drinking way too much, ladies and gentlemen. Because like the terrible towel, yeah, we know that's whack. Let's just be honest.
The only point that I'm making about the OHIO chant is the fact that congratulations, Ohio, you actually know how to spell your state, which does still make you smarter than 90% of the people from my home state. But
Can you hear me?
I can hear
Yes,
you.
we can.
My aunt is a Michigan fan, and she always says that Ohio State fans are lucky it's only 4 letters or they wouldn't be able to spell it.
Yeah. So you missed
Ask her how it feels when we play them in late October, when we play them one-on-one and beat them again.
Isaac, we're not. This is not Audible Offensive Radio. This is Wrestling with Egos. If you want to talk college football, you can resurrect that defunct podcast that me and Chris Lemke used to do, and then you can talk football then. But we'll talk more about SEC football, which means you'll still be wrong. Moving
on.
Did I mention that Limke's an LSU fan? We can't all be perfect, but at least he's
South. They don't know what they're talking about anyway. Moving on.
Isaac, my show.
Doesn't matter. Still gonna say it.
Back from commercial. I gotta be honest. I'll say it. I don't get Red Velvet. She's agile. She's got some pretty slick looking kicks, but she's still, to use the proper term from old school wrestlers, greener than goose shit.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, but you don't have anybody else.
Yeah, actually, they just showed somebody, because that's somebody that we forgot when we were talking about the face side of things. Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
Statlander, especially now that she's paired up with Best Friends. I mean, that's given her a little bit more to work with. And at the same time, she's also hella athletic. So, almost got the pin.
So on the Pro Wrestling Tees VIP page on Facebook,
right?
On Wednesday night, somebody asked, "Where can I buy one of those Britt Baker terrible towels?" And there's another guy who's from Cleveland who's in the group, and he sent him a screenshot of where you can buy toilet paper on Amazon.
Nice. So, RJ, you'll be able to answer this more than I will. What's the injury to Britt?
I honestly don't remember.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, can I be honest? Taz is the worst.
Oh my God, I know.
Taz is the absolute worst. Which makes sense because he's a manager for Ricky Starks. I had an epiphany the other day at work. So you guys know how lately, wait a minute, was that
yeah.
With a patella drop brainbuster, which is the finishing move in every other promotion except for WWE.
Wait for it.
Of some guy, baby. So
wait for it.
All right, so there's the curb stomp. So I do like the fact that, even though it's a 1 hour show, they have is Red Velvet going for Lockjaw?
Yeah. That's good stuff. I like it.
Very good.
Good job getting your hair out of the way, Britt.
Oh,
what a freaking counter.
That hits the ropes to try and flip her back into the middle of the ring, and Britt reversed it. Oh, Red Velvet escapes by pounding on the.
So she's gonna do it the other way.
Right. And there we go. Britt flips the script and locks in Lockjaw and uses left hand instead of right hand and gets the win. And you know what? It's 11 o'clock, so we're going off, and there's nothing crazy going to happen unless nice shot of Britt's parents I gotta be honest. I really like the pacing of this. It's it's a quick show. It's a quick show, and they're not going to waste time. It's going to be if we're going to do just an hour of this, we're going to give you 2 maybe hella good matches. In this particular case, it was 2 great matches and a hell of a moment.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, what? What?
What is Britt? Oh, Britt's going to curb stomp Red Velvet on the belt.
Statlander. It's got to be Statlander.
Statlander interferes, interjects, and decks Statlander. Who the hell is? Jamie Hayter.
She doesn't look anything like herself.
Do you know who it looked like at first?
Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. When she ripped her head off, I was like, is that Becky?
I was like,
it's not Becky Lynch.
I was like, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be looking forward to kind of look at running this back. Oh, curb stomp to the belt. I'm gonna be looking forward to running this back and seeing what my face looks like, because I swear to God, I thought that was Becky.
Wow,
But
she looks totally different.
yes, she does. Because didn't she have black hair as well? Much
Yeah,
like
half and half black and half white.
That's right. She was half and half.
She is fine.
Yeah. So
Jamie Hayter. She's wrestled on AEW.
Jamie Hayter returns to AEW after being gone for 2 years. She was in Stardom with B. Priestley, right?
Yeah. And they're like best friends. I gotta say though, I like that she came. I like that Jamie Hayter's back. She's a good wrestler. I appreciate that. However, I think the covering my face and then unveiling myself thing should be saved for some people that fans recognize. Like nobody, she took off her hat and there was no reaction. Nobody knew who she was.
Right. And
the people in the crowd that don't have commentary probably still don't know who she is.
Right.
I don't know who she is.
There you go. I mean, something like that should have been saved for, I don't know, Punk, Bryan, Wyndham, whenever he decides to show up, because so help me God, if he doesn't show up in AEW, I'm going to be pissed.
Have you heard these rumors about him not really being released?
That's bull. He's been released.
It was all over the internet for a couple days that like they released Bray Wyatt and not the Fiend, and it's gonna make it so much crazier when the Fiend comes back. And I think that's wishful thinking.
That sounds like that sounds third man in the grassy knoll. Way too third man in the grassy knoll for me. I'm not buying that, but I agree with you. The hidden face, the slow reveal, that has to be an oh my God factor, and that was a factor. It wasn't oh my God factor. It was oh my God, that's Becky Lynch.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
I'm like, oh my God, that's Becky Lynch. What the hell?
God, that would have been sick.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been earth shattering. That would have been industry shattering.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That would have been oh my God. I'm literally like goosebumpy just thinking about that one. So excuse me for one moment.
This isn't awkward.
Nope. Well, I needed to do the dramatic reveal that way. I could do what I got to do. So I had to flip characters. RJ, nice to talk to you. Patrick Swafford, Tatum, the ego that ate Manhattan himself. Reigning, defending, undisputed, untouchable, Wrestling with Egos, wrestling trivia champion. Now, I understand that you're only here for just a brief time. You're on a little school hiatus, and you know what? Very glad that you're back, and I'm very glad that the ego that ate Manhattan has been able to finally meet you, being one of my alter ego's best friends. Allow me to say welcome, and allow me to drop a non-title challenge to you next week. 3 questions, Survivor style. Nice list of possible answers, like, guys that were in the NWO.
Right.
Because that was a question that we've already done. We go back and forth. Best man wins. Since it's a non-title match, I'll give you an incentive. Should you win,
I get a contract.
yes, you get a contract. Actually, yeah, you do. Our own version of Money in the Bank. When you come back, you get a shot whenever you want. All you have to do to prepare is tell one of the other guys.
Okay.
They can have the questions ready.
Right.
And at any point during the show, you can drop that challenge.
I like that.
Anytime you want your Money in the Bank opportunity, just because, let's be honest, boys and girls, flipping back into reality for a second, RJ almost decided to leave us for for a lot of reasons we won't get into, but we were able to iron them out because they were both personal and creative differences. But you know what? All good. Is that Mimi?
It is.
Oh my gosh, she's getting so stinking big.
Look,
Oh
look.
my gosh. Oh, let's call.
He has an AEW collar.
That's beautiful. So anyway, RJ almost decided to leave us, but luckily we were able to sort out our creative and personal differences, and we're all good. And if we were doing the show face to face, I'd hug the guy because he's just an awesome son of a bitch. Except he's a Georgia fan.
Go dog.
And yeah, I had to force. Squishy forced me to watch that one back on YouTube the other day because she wanted to see just the suffering that I had when you mentioned the 28-3 beatdown again and again. But back to Tatum, the man. I challenge you, I invite you to step into my Coliseum where I am the Lord and Master. And as I keep reminding you and Isaac and that peasant Brian, who's off with his wife, having the time of his life. And you know what? I'm very glad that he and the Lovebird are having time because both Brian and the Lovebird and RJ and Wifey celebrating wedding anniversaries. So much love, guys. Yours was what, a couple days ago?
Wednesday, yeah, 2 days ago.
A couple days ago. That would be 2. It's Friday. So Isaac will moderate. Do you accept my challenge?
Absolutely.
I look forward to it. Tatum out. All right. Seriously, as we've been doing this whole trivia thing, Isaac and Brian, I have been irritating the crap out of Brian because obviously, comedically, I tend to be a little arrogant comedically. When it comes to the trivia, ever since we started this thing, they haven't been able to beat me. I've adopted the Tatum character, the ego that ate Manhattan. Why Manhattan? I don't know. A friend of mine from college once gave me that moniker, and it just stuck. So yeah, go back and watch the bonus content from last week when I wrote my own introduction and made Brian read it. Oh, it was glorious. glorious.
Were you like scrolling YouTube or was it a notification? Like on YouTube or like as a notification? Okay. Villain in Training is sitting next to me, and he Logan, and he was scrolling YouTube, and YouTube popped up and recommended that he watch Wrestling with Egos.
Well, and Logan, since we can mention you by name as opposed to a moniker that we've made up for the rest of the kids in the family, since you've been on screen, you're no longer protected by that. Logan, if you're not subscribed to Wrestling with Egos, you have 10 minutes. And if you're not, I'm going to override your father and tell you that you're grounded.
I already am.
All right.
I have been for
He has been for a very long time, yes.
I honestly and truly, I didn't know. We only have 42 of them. There's so many. It's so hard to count. By the way, please subscribe to our channel. We don't want to monetize anything. We just want bigger numbers. Please. So let's go ahead and wrap this wonderful show up. Isaac, your final thoughts tonight on the debut episode of AEW Rampage. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle.
Thumbs up. I liked it. I liked they dropped the belt. Sorry, RJ, I understand. It is what it is. And there's no way that they're going to let Britt Baker lose on the debut in her home city when she's white hot. That's all I'm saying.
And they would do that as if the promoter was Vincent Kennedy McMahon, because so help me God, you do not win in your hometown.
Ever.
Right.
Ever.
No. I think the Bliss might have done it once in Columbus.
The only other time was Trish Stratus on her last match in Toronto at the pay-per-view. Is he frozen?
I think so.
I was about to say, I know he's going to say something else stupid. But, yeah, I think that was the only other time.
All right, there we go, guys.
Yeah. And he's back.
I was about to sign off. I was about to get out of here. I'm like, wow, this is awkward. But the point I was making, guys, so as you guys were frozen in the ether, I thought it was way up. I thought we started hot. I thought we ended hot. And we got a really cool moment right there in the middle. Thumbs way up. If this is a debut episode, I might argue that this debut episode ranks up there with the very first Monday Nitro. You know, solid show. The surprise at the end doesn't rate up to Lex Luger, but anyway, moving right along. One last thing, and it is a WWE story, but with a couple of degrees of separation, related to the show. News came out yesterday of a certain power couple in NXT expecting their first child. These people may or may not be personal friends of the gentleman in camera 3 who's back for a couple of weeks on his late summer vacation. So,
yep.
Very, very cool. Very cool to find out that Johnny and Candace are expecting. That's awesome. Baby wrestling. Anyway, RJ, we'll let you wrap it up. Your thoughts on Rampage. I think I've called it Dynamite a couple of times tonight, and if I have, guys, no, well, I screwed up last week and told Brian and the Lovebird happy birthday. So, and Isaac subsequently and rightfully so called me out on that. So, your thoughts on Rampage Uno?
I thought the show was fantastic. All 3 matches were really great. I thought the pacing was phenomenal. I love that there was very little non-in-ring stuff. Like there was Christian in the back celebrating and the split screen between the 2 people that were about to wrestle. and then the contract thing, and that was really the only non-bell-to-bell things that happened. I appreciate that. The show was phenomenal, met all expectations. I give it a thumbs in the middle because I will not give a show where Kenny Omega lost the championship a thumbs up.
If Kenny would have lost it next week instead, knowing what's probably going to happen,
Yeah.
would it have been a thumbs up?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
really,
Now he freezes.
now
he freezes.
Oh no, he didn't freeze. He didn't.
that looked like this.
Very true.
I don't thumbs up Kenny losing
At all.
Yeah, this is very true. Very true. Yeah. So, well, before we get out of here, how excited are you guys for next Friday night?
Pretty excited.
Get me insane.
Yeah.
Everything goes the way we think it's gonna go, and we want it to go. It's gonna be personally insane. That's all I'm saying.
I'm. This is my take on it. We want it to go that way. We expect it to go that way. And at this point, the way it's been hyped and blown up out of proportion, it better go this way because people will riot. If Phil Brooks does not show up next Friday night on AEW Rampage, there is going to be a riot in Chicago.
Yeah, absolutely. People will rip AEW apart online.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna rip AEW, that whole entire stadium apart.
Are they doing it at the are they doing it at the Sears Center, or are they doing it no, they're doing it at the United Center.
United Center, yeah, the United Center. They're putting it in an arena that holds 20,000 people. He better be there.
Yeah.
Well, he might have stuff to do though.
Yeah. Different basketball city, but you guys remember the Malice at the Palace?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
We might get that if CM Punk does not show up next week. Here's the one thing I'm hoping against, and this is a little bit farther down the road. I don't want to see Bryan Danielson anytime soon.
Me neither.
There's obviously the talk that he's gonna debut at the Grand Slam event that they're doing at Arthur Ashe Stadium, where they do the U.S. Open tennis tournament. Cool. It's too soon because you're literally you're 7 days away from breaking the internet. You're about to break the internet, and we see it coming. Every other sports thing that has broken the internet was all shock and surprise and, oh my God, I can't believe this just happened. This might be one of the worst kept secrets in the history of wrestling, and it's still going to melt Google.
Totally.
Yes, totally agree.
So my opinion, if you bring in anybody else, it's
bad.
It kind of takes away, and I don't even think you can bring someone in to put against Punk, a la when they brought the Undertaker back with that countdown, and his entrance was interrupted by Triple H, leading into that WrestleMania in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You can't even do that because this is going to be one of those things where it's just, it's going to melt Google. And I can't wait. I'm not the biggest Punk fan, but for the simple fact of being a wrestling fan and loving the pop, yeah.
I will,
promo.
So what?
A good promo.
He doesn't even need to. He doesn't even need to.
We know he's going to show up That's going to be in it. No.
He doesn't need to cut a promo. What he needs to do is interrupt Darby Allin.
For sure, I agree.
Obviously, they're setting up that Darby's going to be the first guy to get Punk. Cool. Darby and Sting are taking on 2.0 on Dynamite next week. They're going to finish those guys off. They're going to, Shivani's going to be in the ring Friday with Darby Allin cutting that promo. It's going to be the last thing we get. And we're going to literally go off the air with CM Punk in the ring face to face with Darby Allin.
Oh.
I hope it happens. And I also have to be honest, don't get me wrong. I expect Punk to show up. I hope Punk shows up. But if he doesn't come out to Cult of Personality, I'm going to be really bummed.
Yeah, me too. The last time that Brian and I went out golfing, I put together a playlist because I have this little speaker for inside the golf cart.
Yeah.
And it was like right when the news had, like, it was a couple days after the news had broke that, like, Punk signed, it's a thing. Like, we feel, they started doing the United Center thing. And I put together a playlist, and the third song on the playlist, just to get a reaction out of Brian, I put Call to Personality on there. He did not recognize it at first, to call him out.
What? All right.
Okay, we're going to talk about him next week.
As a metalhead, Brian, I failed you, man. I failed you. Look, I know there's some bands that I listen to that Brian will never get into. He won't ever get into Killswitch. He won't ever get into Seven Dust. Probably won't ever even get into Shinedown. But, dude, Cult of Personality? Bruh. Well, gentlemen, same time next week?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
RJ, I'm glad to see you back, man. I'm glad to see you back. I hope very soon my work schedule changes to where I'm able to golf with you as well.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Every time me and Brian are setting it up, I'm like, "Do you think Patrick could?" And he's like, "No, with his work schedule, he can't." And I'm like, "All right."
No, because you guys are teeing off at what, 8?
So yeah, I usually try to golf at 10 o'clock because that's when I start work. It's 10 a.m. So I just try to I keep Tuesday is when my off days start. So I usually just set my tee time for 10 o'clock because it's the same as my start time at work. So that way I can just get up at the same time I get up for work and he froze again.
Yes, we're talking. I'm like a dog. Just salute. He's doing his Christian Cage.
I was just.
Oh, it's so funny. He's gonna hate that, but he'll get over it. Moving on.
I mean, he unfroze last time.
Oh, he's gonna be so pissed. I have a headache. I gotta go to bed.
I'll wait for it. All right, guys, you hear me?
I win. Enough said. I won.
All right, seriously, can you hear?
Yes.
Isaac wins tonight's episode.
Okay, I got a bad feeling about this one. Very.
I hope that recorded for you so you can see it.
Oh, geez.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. That way they can tell me what the hell's going on. So for the disembodied voice of the intellectual savior Brian, for RJ, for the big Don Isaac, I'm Patrick. It's been Wrestling with Egos. We'll see you guys next Friday because this is why we love wrestling. Boy, do we ever.